Tonight, our Facing Race team gets to the bottom of how the word woke went from a social justice term to an insult favored by some high-profile politicians.
As PJ Randauer reports, race and equity experts say the word has become so misused it is now time to get rid of it altogether.
You've heard it.
Woke politics
and wokeness
do their own wokeism.
High woke agenda.
Over.
Political correctness or being too woke.
Here you have a woke company.
And over.
They've been woke for years.
But what is
We will never, ever surrender
woke
to the woke mob.
And I don't like the term woke because I hear woke. You know, it's like just a term that use half the people can't even define it. They don't know what it is.
People speak about the word woke as if it's a new word.
Educator and author Erin Jones explains the origins of the word woke goes back 100 years.
We can see its roots as far back as 1923 in the Black community. And then in the 1940s in jazz music.
The term even showed up in this 1962 New York Times op-ed titled, "If You're Woke, You Dig It."
He talks about how Black folks had their own language within their own communities, and woke was just one of those words. And it was a word to say, wake up and be aware of what's happening around you. Wake up and understand your history.
The term now, a political grenade.
They just don't agree with President Biden's neo-socialist woke agenda.
So in Florida, we said we're the state where woke goes to die.
So I think now there's no good way to use that term. I think it's been so weaponized at this point that there is not a positive way to use the word woke.
So a word that is supposed to symbolize being aware of racial injustice has now been kind of turned into a weapon to stop the conversations about racial injustice?
Absolutely. And that word has been taken, and I think it was taken first really by white progressives to say, you know, we are awake to the social inequity, to racial inequity. But then when that happened, there was a backlash by the right to say, oh, you woke people. And it was weaponized then to say anything that is at all socially conscious is bad.
So we took to Seattle's famous Pike Place Market.
What is woke?
To find out.
What is woke? All opinions are welcome. I have a lot of opinions.
What everyone else thought.
Well, there's injustices out there. Hey, wake up and see what's going on.
It's liberal. It's anything goes. And I just don't think our country is going to sustain itself in wokeism.
Most people could loosely define woke, but their definitions were influenced by their own political or religious leanings.
Nobody wants to put themselves out to work. Why don't woke become work?
If you're a Christian, your ultimate example of being woke is the teaching of Jesus. Was Jesus not woke? Of course he was. He cared about other people. He was woke.
Do you think there are still people that proudly carry that banner and say, yes, I am woke?
I think they're white people. I don't think Black people proudly carry the banner of being woke. I think it's white progressives. It sounds really performative.
Jones says it's probably time to retire woke, but she encourages people to question the usage of the word when they hear it. It could stir an appreciation for other perspectives.
Show up with curiosity. Show up with an attitude to learn from them as well. There's a reason these people are really angry about this. There's a reason they have weaponized this term.
For Facing Race.
Can I get to the heart of their reason?
I'm PJ Randauer.